Hi there. Welcome to my channel. Today we will read a story about a girl who goes on her very first trip to an airport. We'll look at the vocabulary, then read the story. You can follow along if you like. If you want to download the story and the vocabulary, go to my website, readandunderstand.com. First, let's learn some new words. The first word is excited. When you are looking forward to something and you cannot wait for it to happen, you are excited. For example, I am excited for summer vacation. The next word is enter. To enter means to go inside. For example, when you walk through the door, you enter the room. The next word is airport. An airport is a place where you take airplanes. People from all over the world come to the airport to catch their flights. The next word is tiny. Tiny means extremely small. For example, an ant is tiny. Next is a suitcase. A suitcase is a large bag used for holding clothes and other things when you travel. The next word is carry. To carry means to hold or to take something from one place to another. For example, I carried my books to school. Next is a ticket. A ticket is a piece of paper that allows you to do something. For example, you need a ticket to ride the roller coaster at the amusement park. The next word is a conveyor belt. A conveyor belt is a moving machine with a flat surface. Airports use conveyor belts to move luggage to different places in the airport. The next word is passenger. A passenger is a person who travels in a vehicle such as a train, a bus, a ship, or an airplane. The next word is boarding. Boarding is the act of getting onto an airplane. The next word is before. You use before to show that something happens earlier than something else. For example, I brushed my teeth before I went to bed. The next word is flight. A flight is one instance of an airplane traveling from one place to another. The next word is terminal. A terminal is the building where passengers enter the airport. The next word is baggage. Baggage are the suitcases and bags that you carry when you travel. Next is baggage claim. That is the place in an airport where you pick up your suitcase after you get off the airplane. The next word is gate. A gate is a place in the airport where passengers wait to board their airplanes. The next word is a platform. A platform is a raised level area where people can stand. The next word is departure. Departure is the act of leaving. For example, the departure time is 4 p.m. The next word is destination. Your destination is the place where you are going. The next word is international. Something is international if it involves two or more countries. For example, playing basketball against another country is an international game. Next is domestic. Something is domestic if it involves your own country. For example, playing basketball against another team in your country is a domestic game. And finally, the last word is out. An aisle is a space between rows of seats. Now let's read the story. Emma was so excited. Today, she was going on her first airplane ride. She held her little backpack tightly as she entered the big airport with her parents. "Wow," Emma said. "This place is huge." Her dad smiled. "Airports are like a big city for travelers. Let's explore." First, they stopped at the check-in counter. "Welcome," said the airline staff. "Please place your bags here." Emma watched as their suitcases were tagged and sent to a special conveyor belt. Check-in helps make sure our bags get on the same flight, Emma thought. Next, they walked to the security checkpoint. "Place your bags and belongings in the trays," the security officer said. Emma put her backpack on the moving belt and watched as it went through a special scanner. Security checks keep everyone safe on the airplane, Emma learned. After that, they found the departure gate. Big screens showed flights leaving for all kinds of places: New York, Tokyo, Paris. "When our flight number is called, we'll board the plane," Mom explained. "The gate is like a waiting room before the plane," Emma thought. Finally, they walked onto the airplane. Emma buckled her seatbelt, and soon the plane started moving. "We're taking off," Emma cheered. Up, up, up they went, flying high into the sky. Emma smiled as she watched the clouds outside her window. She had learned so much about airports today. Airports help travelers get to new places safely, she thought. She couldn't wait for her next big adventure. Now let's answer some questions about the story. What was Emma doing in the story? She was going on her first airplane ride. Where did she go? She went to the airport. Who went to the airport with her? She went with her parents. How did she feel about going on the airplane? She was excited. What did she learn about airports? She learned that airports help travelers get to new places safely. What is the moral of the story? I think the moral of the story is that it's good to be prepared when you travel. If you want, you can write the answers to the questions in the comments. Don't forget to like this video. And if you'd like to support my work, go to buymeacoffee.com/read and understand. Thank you. And that's all for today. See you next time.